Actually, I seem to be the underdog with the experience on the school board, sitting with the sitting president, vice president, and sitting vice president. However, when it comes to education, I have over 20 years of experience in education. I started out as I started out career-wise as a photographer, photojournalist, and then I went to Marquette for a graduate degree and became an educator and taught there for a number of years, and I helped open Indian Trail Academy. Indian Trail was, its origins was actually a career academy. It's not the school that it is now. It's not how we designed it. I taught there for a number of years, and opening in school you learn a lot, especially about policies. I was a team leader there. I was a pseudo-administrator in some ways. I didn't have an administrative title, but there were a lot of administrative responsibilities I did at that school. Since then, I've come back to higher education, and I am a tenured faculty member in the Department of Youth Development with the University of Wisconsin system. What that means is that I have access to a tremendous wealth of information and knowledge, and as a professional educator, I have taken what I need to do to become informed about those things. I attend conferences. Not only do I attend conferences, I present at conferences. I've taught teachers. I've taught other staff members around education, ages and stages of development of children, experiential learning. I have some experience in education. When it comes to knowing what I need to know from a board perspective, yeah, I do have something to learn, and I would rely on my colleagues to I will ask them questions, but also attend the WASB opportunities to learn from that. Hope that answers it.
Yeah, I can repeat it if you'd like. Would you place the long one? Each of the 4 candidates have school board experience limited to 1 term or less. What have you done or will you do to educate yourself about the responsibilities and limitations of school board members, Wisconsin school law, and state and federal issues affecting our district? Please be specific.
I think every day that you sit on the board, there's always something that's coming into play. If it's not state mandating of Act 10, or if it's not something that's coming with Common Core, if it's not something that we all have to be very aware, we have to be very diligent of learning how we're going to handle that. I think we need to educate our staff as it comes. A perfect example is when our math Common Core came in, I believe our staff could have been better prepared for that. So it was a great learning experience to know if we're going to have something implemented, we need to educate our staff to do it. And with ELA that came this year, I think it's gone a little smoother. So I think as we all work at it, because this is everybody's in the same ballgame here of creating the best district and the best academic achievement that we can. It's working as a team. Our board is never I. It is never me. It is always together. And I believe right now as a board we have a pretty good team that works together. We all don't agree, and nor should we, because that doesn't create the best debate that you can bring to the table. I think everybody educating each other and also educating with our new administrative team is going to help us walk through state mandates and walk through any type of salary things that we have to do, any type of Common Core, any type of our new standards that we could write as a school and do the best that we can.
Mrs. Lass.
Well, the board relies on the administrative team to give us a lot of information about our school. I particularly, working in other districts, I do ask other teachers and administrators their thoughts on different things, especially with everybody kind of new involved in the Act 10 and the food service program and new insurance and contracts. You know, everybody's kind of in the same boat, so we all should be working together and trying to find the best for each district. I personally have been to WASB seminars. I attend the conventions the last 3 years, and those help tremendously. As board president, I get to talk to legal counsel, which can be challenging at times, but on the other hand, with the right counsel, you seem to get the right answers, and you're able to talk with them and find out answers for day-to-day or even contract issues or anything that could come up, because I think that it's important that you get the proper information. Again, like I said, you need to always be asking questions. The board needs to work together with administration And the only way that you're going to learn is dive right in and take charge and try to find out as much as you can about different things. Like I said, WASB is a great tool. Administration, it can be a great tool, and working with other districts is also a great tool.
Mr. O'Connell?
One more time,
Okay.
just because.
I knew when I got this question that each of the 4 candidates have school board experience limited to 1 term or less. What have you done or will you do to educate yourself about the responsibilities and limitations of school board members, Wisconsin school law, and state and federal issues affecting our district? Please be specific.
It's a great question, and I'm glad it's one that's being asked tonight. In my role on the board before, I did take the time, personal time from work, personal time from family, to attend WASB functions. They have them all over the state, they have them on a regular basis, and they cover all types of topics. Even though I wasn't on the negotiating committee, I went to the session on negotiating, so I would learn more about how that works. I learned more about the school finances, and I would be more prepared when the day came for me to be a negotiator, so I wasn't trying to scramble later to get that. I attended the school board president's session before I was a school board president for the exact same reason. So I would have that knowledge and that base in place and ready to go. And continue to attend these sessions, sometimes out of my own pocket, time off from work as well, like, as I mentioned, because I think I owe it to the community to do the best I can do and educate myself. You know, when you vote for us, we have a responsibility back to do everything we can do to educate ourselves to the topics. Learning from the administration, from the staff, from other people, that's absolutely a great source. I spent a lot of time with our administrator, with our principal, with our business manager, and learned a ton from them. Again, being a new board member, a whole bunch to be learned. It was a clean slate. So, great resource. Also met with a lot of teachers and found out a lot of great information from teachers on things they thought were missing, things that they thought could be better, and just helping me understand their world, right? I'm a purchaser of education. I haven't been the provider of it, right? So I needed to see it from the other perspective. And then speaking with other school boards. I have friends who sit on the school boards, shared ideas back and forth with them, some cross-school collaboration, which I think is something that we need to look into more and more on a formal basis as well. Thank you.
Thank you.